So here's a dilemma that I think we've touched on it a little bit before, but this is a kind of a better example. I don't know which side you're going to be on this, but it is very interesting.
I'll be on the right side, dude.
All right, it's called the African elephant debate.
All right, dude, I'm out. Does it have to do with poaching? Because I'm out, dude.
I think I saw this one documentary of the African elephants. We were following their lifestyle. They had babies. It was so cute, right? And then one got like separated from the herd when they went to drink water.
Yeah.
And they were all going this way, and this guy was going this way, thinking that he's following them, but he's just straggling behind. And then the documentarian was like, without his herd, he will probably die alone. And I'm like, you fuckface, why don't you tell him to go the other way? You can see.
Just help him.
Can't interfere with nature.
Yeah.
Just dangle a carrot for him, you know?
Yeah. So
I was so mad.
There's this guy. His name is Randy Matsumi. He's a professional hunter in Africa.
Oh.
And
Matsumi, huh?
he's talking about how the innovation of organized trophy hunting answered a lot of problems for the residents in African regions.
Like, cause like the elephants would come and eat their farms and plants.
The way that we see elephants over here, we're not part of their villages or towns.
Yeah.
We just see them as save them, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the natural American mind, right? We all just want elephants to live and be fine.
I just want them for their tusks.
Yeah. I hear it's real good. Real valuable.
That's all I see. I just see piano keys.
Oh.
Is that what you guys see?
I see chess pieces. I'm a little bit different.
Oh, Kalyne, you love chess, right?
Yeah.
So Randy he's kind of trying to point out something that hurts his community, and it's the Western meddling with the country's affairs, and he calls it colonial style, where they are trying to force their values on the system there, where they're saying
It's the American way.
Yeah, where they're saying like, no, it's not a good thing to hunt these animals, but prior to that, they were just being poached anyway, and when you poach an elephant, what happens is you waste most of the elephant, and also you're shooting it with guns where most of the shots aren't even fatal. So some of these elephants don't go down, and they just have bullets in them.
But then if you keep eating my stuff, my corn, then I run out of corn.
Yeah, but also the African people also use all of the elephant when they have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. So
It's a lot of meat, too.
what they do is they'll commission certain guidelines among people that can come and hunt specific numbers of elephants and specific elephants themselves. They're gonna watch the elephant for a long time and go, that is at this age, it's okay to take this one out. It's not like a baby elephant or something. And a lot of the time, if an elephant attacks a village or eats too much like crops, like you said, they'll be like, okay, this elephant is a nuisance. It's okay to take this one out. And when they do it, the hunter, the professional guy, will take you along. Let's say you're the guy that's you're the cool guy from America that wants to do a trophy hunt. He'll bring you along. You get your shot. He's aiming too. If you don't get a fatal shot, he
he's
will.
gonna do it. Oh,
yeah, so that there's no suffering.
That's really good.
Well, no one actually looks into the nuance of these things, right? They go, why are you killing Dumbo, you fucking fuckface?
Shit. Yeah, and also you also think like, I don't know what it is, but when you look at animals that we don't have here, we just assume they're endangered. Yeah. Some of these areas have 150,000 elephants.
That's too many.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's not like,
It's not enough,
we just
actually.
think there's like 10 or something. But they're starting to do these bans on trophy hunting from the other countries. So not in Africa, but like in the UK, they're trying to say you can't bring back the trophy hunt. You can't bring back the tusk. You can't bring back all these like symbols. So it's making less people want to go out there anyway, because they can't bring back. The whole point is to like bring back the thing, and also that's the thing that they don't use. So a lot of the time,
it's an old law from ivory trade. So from poaching and endangered species and things like that. So there's a lot of that remnant still around where people think like, if you buy anything ivory, whether it's like whale, elephant, you're contributing to the poaching black market.
Yeah.
And then so there's a lot of illegal shit like that, yeah.
You can, if you, let's say you do a legal trophy hunt, let's say you do it from America, you do go through this paperwork where you can bring all those items back, and it's okay. But now
it's okay, but there's taboo social stigma because people are uneducated.
Even people that hunt like deer or elk in America, people look down
But
upon.
now there's a new thing where in the UK you can't even do that.
Well, people in the UK are just stupid. So
They're probably trying to hunt with knives or something.
I heard about that too.
Well, they want to discourage it entirely. They don't like the idea of somebody going to Africa. But then that's what he's trying to say. He's like, if the more you do that, he's afraid. And this is a kind of a crazy hot take. He's like, if you don't let these nations trophy hunt in Africa, then those hunters that are going to come are going to be from less scrupulous nations. Do you know what that's kind of saying?
Gonna be a bunch of pirates.
No, he's saying basically that they like the way that Westerners and people like English people or UK people are going to come and do the trophy hunt. There's at least a level of respect because they've been doing it so long that there's an understanding of what it is. But if it becomes all China or some shit, that's
how
not,
those guys hunt.
That's not the same idea.
like they might just go in with machine guns and go, "This is more easy."
The value system of what those things are going to be used for is a lot different, and they kind of like what they have going now.
Like it's like an Avatar thing.
Kind of, yeah, a little
Because
bit.
they killed them to like, and then they killed them fast.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
like that. There's like a.
Prey.
I mean, that's kind of like how, so there's an invasive like species, the hog. Like
in Texas, yeah.
Yeah, it's all over America. They anywhere the hog was introduced, they fuck up the natural land and all that stuff. And so it's an invasive species and it's hurting the like ecological system. But there's a lot of animal rights activists that are against killing any animal for whatever reason.
Right.
But yeah, I mean like. But then it's hurting the other animals and the native plants and the native things. And then what about that?
Randy Matsumi's main point was pretty fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
He goes, stop putting animals higher than the African people.
That was my take on environmentalism. I actually think a lot of groups are hella racist because they value the animal more than the natives and the local population.
Because they actually do get so much money in. Like, it is no secret that Africa is going to have a harder time just getting revenue in.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's they don't have as much of an infrastructure as most like first world countries might. And if they're developing something here where money's actually coming in and their lives are getting better, and then that's getting slowly cut off because of value systems that are foreign to them.
There's like
Yeah, how do you
people
battle
with
that?
good.
How do you do it?
There's like people with good intention that's ruined a lot of things in Africa. For example, like clothing donations, right? They destroy whatever economy they had left for local manufacturers of clothing
Right.
because what they'll do is like they just get
Because there's too much.
they would dump so much product of shirts and pants and whatever, and then it would just all these people are like, well, I don't have any use for it anymore. Same with they did this with this church organization did this with eggs. So they're like hearing about this country that had not enough food or whatever, and then they're like, well, let's give them eggs because eggs have protein, they're easy, whatever. So they just collected all these eggs and fucking shipped it over, and it destroyed whatever egg industry they had in this country.
Wow.
And now they became dependent on handouts, because it's like if for let's say 10 years you're just getting a steady flow of non-stop food, then it's like, well, how are we going to be self-sustaining? And then all of a sudden, let's say these churches have a different initiative because like we supplied them with 1 million eggs. Yay! Okay, now let's do this to Cambodia. And then like they're like all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, where are we gonna have eggs now? They're cutting us off. So it's like people don't think shit through and like how these things can damage. They probably have it starts from a good place, but they don't research how their actions can actually hurt. Yeah.
Give a man a fish, he will eat a day. Teach a man a fish, the other man will be a little tired.